Low energy days used to scare me. I would think that I was slipping backwards. I would feel like I was failing at getting and staying well. Now I realize that low energy days are simply a part of the rhythm of a bipolar life. This is Bliss in Bipolar. I'm so very glad that you're here. If you have bipolar disorder, then low energy days are not a sign of weakness. Yes, they can be difficult, but they can also be very informative. In today's video, I want to share with you how I care for myself on those days without guilt. I used to force myself through these days. I overrode my body. I ignored all of the signals, all of the signs, and I would just force myself to push through. I would drink copious amounts of coffee, trying to access energy that simply wasn't there. And the thing about that approach is there's always a cost. And most often, the price that you have to pay is very costly. It would result in possibly days, weeks, and sometimes months of deep depression just because when I needed to rest, I didn't. On low energy days now, I ask myself, what can wait? What's absolutely necessary for the day to be able to meet the needs of my children, allow me to feel safe, and allow them to feel secure in our home? Everything else can wait. I no longer get angry with myself. I no longer blame myself. I realize and I accept that low energy days are a signal that I need to be kinder to myself, that I need to be more loving to self. Um, and low energy days are a brilliant time to implement some self care. Sometimes care looks like rest. Actually, most of the time, care looks like rest. Sometimes self care is about allowing myself to give the children perhaps pizza for dinner, and most importantly, not feeling guilty about not making them a fresh dinner that day. Sometimes self care means canceling plans. Sometimes it means giving yourself a treat, maybe a facial or a mani-pedi. These things can be done at home if you just can't face leaving the house. So they are brilliant ways of giving yourself some attention and showing yourself some love. The most important part of all of those things is to release the guilt. Release it. The guilt is the hardest part. I know that most parents have moments of guilt, but bipolar guilt can be overwhelming. It can be soul destroying and it can be very destructive. The thing that has set me free um, or allowed me to be more able to release the guilt is I understand and I realize that rest is being responsible. Rest is for the better of the children. And in that knowledge, I'm more able to release certain guilty feelings that may and have in the past overwhelmed me. As someone living with bipolar, I understand rest to mean releasing emotions and slowing time. I think that those are very powerful words, and it's actually what's needed most of the time when we are experiencing low energy days. Releasing emotion and slowing time. Release it. Having a low energy day while living with bipolar doesn't take away the love that you have in your heart. It's not a moral failing. You haven't done anything wrong. You're not a bad person. So please don't take it personally, because nothing you can do, or in fact don't do, diminishes your worth. You are always worthy. A low energy day simply calls for more care, more kindness, and being more gentle with yourself. So if you're having a low energy day today, I hope that you are able to give yourself that grace. I hope that you are able to be kinder to yourself. I hope that you are able to love yourself that little bit more today than perhaps you did yesterday. If you have found this video helpful, if it's made you feel less alone, perhaps a little bit more understood, then I would welcome you to subscribe. And if you feel able, it would be really cool if you could drop a heart. If you can't muster up a comment, then leaving a simple heart just allows me to know that you were here. Once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. This is Bliss in Bipolar, and I will see you next time.